Hey there guys, All Noah here, and welcome, I guess, to a brand new series we're going to be doing on the channel where we're going to be basically covering all of the new episodes of Vanguard Overdress as it comes out. I have no idea when we're going to be, uploading each reaction, but usually we will sit down and watch it, and then the video you'll see is us just reacting to it. Just explaining our thought process behind it. Joining me is Neko, as obvious.
Hi, everyone. And I thought I was going to explain how this all worked.
Oh, and I guess I did mess that up.
That's okay.
It is what it is.
What we plan to do is we plan to watch the episodes as they come out weekly, and then just kind of give our own thoughts and opinions toward like things we liked, things we didn't like, and stuff of that nature. Kind of just like as if we were doing episodes of an anime review type of thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you want to start or do you want me to start with this episode?
I'll let you start because I have quite a few things to say about this.
Well, first off, I'll say after taking a 3-month break, I wasn't expecting us to start with such a serious episode.
I mean, if you can call it that, because
it was a pretty serious episode. Like, there was no play for laughs in this episode. It was all just raw emotion, I feel.
Yeah.
But more subtle raw emotion, not the raw emotion where everybody's crying or screaming or yelling.
Like in the opening or whatever, yeah. But I guess the real big thing about this episode in particular was that Megumi in particular had a lot to get off her chest, and I think it was just I think it was more or less kind of just to show that, yeah, she did grow from joining Blackout, from getting to know Donji and all that, and she wanted to showcase all of that in just a quick little card fight on the train.
But I like how real it felt.
Yeah.
Honestly, I like that they didn't over-dramatize the fight like they probably would have done in past seasons. It was just honestly, I also like the detail that they're using the seats to play the actual card game instead of just a random table popping out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's always been my biggest complaint about Vanguard. It got really lazy toward the end of G and into especially noticeable in V, where for some odd reason they just had tables everywhere you freaking go. But even in the first season of Overdress, you saw they didn't have that one episode where remember when Yu got sick and they were just having a card fight on the bed or whatnot.
Yeah, that was him and Donji.
Yeah, but it was and then they kind of repeated that in a different fashion, and I like the fact that they didn't just they had a random ass table, and it felt more legit because of that. Well,
I also really liked from the fact this episode, again, more emotion based. And honestly, if it wasn't for their Vanguard game, probably no one would be able to tell what style of anime this is supposed to be, that it's supposed to be a card fight anime.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you took out the card fighting, it could have played out something like a romance anime episode.
Oh yeah, definitely. Although, I think with that notion in mind, I think my biggest, not necessarily gripe with this episode, but I feel like it shouldn't have just been Megumi. Obviously, Megumi should have been the focus toward the end of the episode, but I would have liked to see how the other characters, like Yu, Toya, all of them kind of reacted toward Donji leaving.
I think that's going to be next episode. I don't know why they chose to separate it like this.
Yeah.
One of my guesses is that maybe it was supposed to be I think we only got 12 episodes for the first half.
Right.
Maybe that 13 was supposed to be attached to it, but they didn't get to finish it in time.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, because from the preview that we see for this episode, at the end of this episode, it looks like we are going to see how it affects everybody else.
Yeah.
But for Megumi in particular, with how close she feels to Donji, the whole big brother thing I'll talk about later.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put that aside for now. Basically, she was ready to run away with him.
Yeah.
She was ready to do so. And, like, her butler was just so... Well, I don't know if the butler knew that was the intent.
Yeah.
He just brought her an umbrella and was just like, you know, go do what you need to do. I don't know if anyone was thinking she was going to run away. But she was ready to, because at one time she was saying, like, you know, let's eat ramen again. Or we can go eat a parfait together. I'll earn some money.
Yeah.
Get a job or something to be able to, like, support the two of them.
Yeah.
Or she was like, I can make a parfait of my own. And at one scene, she opens her bag and she's like, I have all the essentials with me.
Yeah.
Like, she was prepared to either go on a trip with him or run away with him. And he almost accepted.
Yeah.
He was very close to accepting it.
Yeah.
But I think he hesitated once he had a chance to think about it.
Yeah.
He was like, no, you can do better than this.
Yeah.
Because we still don't... Donji never really reveals why in this episode he's leaving.
Yeah.
And I think just what makes it hard about it is that he didn't have... Well, we don't know what the reason is yet.
Well, based off the previews from that preview at the end of the episode, my guess is that somehow, some way, he's going to be addressing what happened and toward the latter half of the first season.
Yeah.
And find out if he'll confront probably whoever was responsible for that attack.
Yeah, I think he probably... Well, I mean, we already know who was responsible for that attack.
Well, you know, but what I mean is it's like he's probably going to be the one to, you know, look into things, and that's why he has to leave for a little bit.
I think it's a bigger reason than that.
You think so?
Honestly think... I don't know if it's a real-life responsibility he has that's holding him back, or if it's something that ties into Vanguard. I'm not sure, but it's a reason he couldn't discuss with Megumin.
Or
but it was also a reason that he almost decided, okay, this is going to be rough by myself. Maybe I should just let her come with me.
Yeah.
But I kind of appreciate the fact that he didn't just get on the train and leave her behind. I would have thought that would have been kind of heartless.
Yeah, that would have been really heartless.
If he had just done that. Yeah. Although I think pulling her on the train kind of gave her the wrong idea.
Yeah.
Well, it would give any girl the wrong idea at that age. Let's be frank.
Yeah.
But I don't think she ever took it as... well, we already clearly know she has feelings for him.
Yeah.
But I think after a certain point she knew either that she has to pack her feelings away.
Yeah.
And never tell him what she's feeling.
Yeah.
Or if she just comes to accept the terms that they'll never be at a point where they'll ever be in a relationship together.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one it is, really.
It kind of did leave it a bit vague in that sense, but honestly, I think for what it was, I feel like that should have, I don't know, it was tough because could you have technically thrown this episode into the last episode for the first season? Or do you think it was more so necessary for it to be in the second season as the first episode?
I don't know, because I think as it is, it's fine. Though it would have made a slightly more sense to put it on the last one.
Yeah.
Like, this kind of episode you would more expect to be like the second or third episode. But because Donji essentially has to leave everybody. Yeah. And that is the day he's leaving. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised that all the other card fighters didn't go to see him off. Unless she was the only one that knew what train station he was going to.
Probably because her brother told him, if anything. Because he was the only one who really seemed to get a good handle on Donji for a while. Because, remember, he gave the rights to Wonder Hill for the electricity at least to Donji initially. Mm-hmm. So he had to at least be in direct contact with him for that. So it would have made sense if Megami went up to her brother and was like, where's Donji heading? And he would have just been like, okay, go to this train station, he'll be there. You know, that was probably be my guess toward it.
I don't know if she'd have a way to secretly dig into anything.
Yeah, but you get my point. Regardless of how she got there, regardless of, whatever the case, I hope this leads into something. It's definitely going to lead into something more, interesting in the long run. Because really, I feel like a good majority of this could have been like, there was a lot of just random moments where the characters were, yeah, they were talking with each other, but did we really need it to be an entire episode? That's the thing that kind of like...
Again, I think the point was to have Megumi's character grow. And to kind of show that, yes, she does have feelings for him, but I don't think those feelings are ever going to really come to fruition.
Yeah.
And she even tells him, like, I'm going to get bigger and stronger without you. This is my last game with bro.
Yeah.
Like, this will be the last time I ever get to do anything with him. Our only connection was really Vanguard and nothing else substantial.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about more in terms of, like, if you were to look at them as a couple.
Yeah.
Like, they don't hang out with each other outside of Vanguard.
Yeah.
And so, like...
So it's, in a weird way, it's like saying goodbye to somebody from your locals or whatnot.
No, I would say it's stronger than that, because she did like him.
Yeah, but you get my point. Like, it had...
Okay. It's like more like that high school crush you had.
Okay, yeah.
Saying goodbye to them, more or less.
Yeah.
But again, this is all more speculation, but I really do feel like it was Megumin. I don't know if she's going to totally put her feelings aside at this point, or if she's just not going to push for it as hard, because she had moments in the anime where she would get easily jealous. I don't think those moments are going to come again after this.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm just surprised that she took his glasses back.
Yeah.
Too. Like, I was expecting her to be like, no, you should still keep them. But again, that just shows how much she's grown.
Yeah.
And that was his symbol to her of, I can't take you with me, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just by that one gesture.
Yeah.
Like, it speaks volumes, even though it, like, nothing was really being said. It does speak volumes.
Yeah. So, ultimately, was this a good first episode for season 2?
I don't know if this would be a one to start off with, but I do think it's a good episode for season 2. Like, definitely, clearly, a good episode for season 2. Is it the best to kick off with?
Probably not.
I'm not really sure, but I am very happy with how, for lack of a better word, mature they were about this episode.
Yeah.
Like, they took it seriously when they needed to. And I'm really happy that they took it seriously.
Yeah, definitely.
And then, also just surprising, another thing that's surprising is that not even Yu Yu was in this episode.
Yeah, none of the rest of Blackout. Nobody was it, outside of just those two.
Well, Toya also just appeared at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, well...
Like, I can... For some reason, you know, like, the stuff written in black, like, Blackout Forever, like, the graffiti... I don't think that was there before the finale of season.
I don't think it was.
So to me, that almost says, like, what if they're becoming, like, a rebel group?
Yeah.
Because of everything that happened, and Toya just feels like shit about it.
Yeah.
Like, that, I'm not I can't say for 100% certainty, but it gave me that vibe.
Yeah.
But I guess we won't know until next episode.
How that played out. Yeah.
But I'm just surprised that we didn't even see Yu Yu, like, just, like, have, like, a scene where he's, like, lying in bed looking at his cards or something. Like, I would have expected at least one scene like that to pop up from Yu Yu, given that he's supposed to be, like, our main character.
I mean...
But but again, I'm glad they didn't do that. Yeah. That would have been predictable, but I'm just surprised they didn't go that route, because the Vanguard anime in the past has been pretty predictable.
Yeah, really predictable.
And I mean, I'll say this, for any of you who don't know, I came into the series with V-Series, so everything before the reboot for V-Series, I don't know about. This man knows all about it, and I'm so far deep into everything else that I can't go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Like, to me, I'll just take what I got right now.
Yeah, no, that's definitely fair. But, yeah, that's pretty much our reaction toward it. Let us know in the comments what you guys thought. I think this is going to be, this season is definitely going to be very interesting how they're going to go about it. Kind of curious to see what they're going to do with some of the new characters that are going to be coming in. Because, oh man, it's like if those last couple episodes of the first one were anything to go off by, I think these guys are going to really, like, they have to, you would almost think they would be at least a little bit intimidating in a weird way. Maybe not in the traditional sense, but before we do cap this off, there is one thing that I do want to briefly discuss about who's probably going to be the main antagonist throughout all of this. And I forget if her name's Mirai, I think her name is, right?
Is that the one we're getting the new trial deck for?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's still too early to say whether she's going to be a villain or not. Because that kid that was
supposedly from... Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that kid at the end, I don't think that kid's going to be the villain either, the one that's going to be using Greedon.
No, definitely
not.
not.
I think he's going to be a mischief maker and causing trouble, and...
Yeah.
I just hate that he looks like Shoudon from Cardcaptor Sakura. That he's like...
I mean, he looks like the typical Shota of any...
He looks too much like an evil Shoudon, and I don't know how I feel about that.
I think really the big thing was that from the last, couple of Tuesday streams, from what... We did get a little bit of info on her, and she does appear to be the leader of that whole other... the other card fighting group. I think they called Daybreak, which is the people who were responsible for attacking the other... teams and whatnot. So somehow she's going to be tying in. But the interesting part about it is the fact that she's blind. And I'm not sure if you remember reading up on that.
I didn't really read up on it.
Apparently she's blind. And I'm not saying anything bad about that, but that comes to show, she has to have a lot of stuff coming up, too. I'm hoping that they explain her relatively sooner rather than later.
They will.
Because of how... they've been advertising her over the last couple of months in between the break.
Well, her trial deck should be coming out soon, too.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah. I mean, I guess there's really not much we can talk about outside of that, because really this was just a Megami and Donji episode. Really, that was the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
But,
again, didn't need any big dramatics or anything like that.
No,
I think it was just,
it was
good as it is.
I'm really happy about that, because... I kind of wasn't sure what to expect going into this first episode, if I'm being 100% honest. But I'm happy with what we got. I know there are going to be a lot of salty people out there who probably are kind of just be like, dude, why was this one episode? But, well, hopefully they at least explain that later. Anyway, till next time, this is all Noah with Neko, and... look forward to probably more reactions as the episodes come out weekly. But yeah, until then, guys, see you later.
Bye, everyone.